Yeah, hi all, welcome to the Cloud Ambition channel. My name is Amar Ganeshkar. So today we are covering what is a VPC. This is a second part. So here is a basic network understanding of VPC. Okay, so these are topic I would like to cover here. But so today we are covering IP addressing. So inside IP addressing, VPC CIDR block, subnet CIDR block, and virtual private clouds under the default VPC, how to create a default VPC, and using default VPC, how to create our basic infra. So, and then we'll create our own VPC, and using the own VPC, how we can set up our infra. So, IP addressing. Okay. So, IP addressing. Uh, VPC CIDR blocks, so it allowed maximum 16 net mask, means there are around 65,536 IPs available if you use /16 net mask, and minimum if you use /28, so it allocates around 16 IPs. And in the VPC, we can associate our CIDR blocks here shown. We can associate our CIDR blocks, and also there is optional to attach secondary CIDR blocks. Let's say if first CIDR blocks is we have used or utilized all IPs around 65,000 IPs we have utilized in the primary CIDR block, then we can attach additional CIDR blocks in VPC. And also we can publicly route that CIDR blocks. Okay, so there is and here we have used that local routes here if we use primary and secondary. So there we are, so we should have to attach that our local route table. So here is local route table shown, and this is a diagram. This is a VPC under, so we are creating a VPC under the region. So we should have to select the region, in which region you are going to create your VPC. Okay, then we can attach our primary and secondary. Secondary is optional. If you want to use your primary CIDR blocks, then you can use primary CIDR blocks. Okay, if you want to use more than 65,000 IPs, then there is option to use secondary IP. Okay, and then second part is subnet CIDR blocks. So once you have created your EPC and once you attach your CIDR blocks, then subnet is a one of the sub part of EPC. Okay, then that means so once you have defined your border like a VPC virtual border, then inside of border you can create a blocks like a subnet blocks. Okay, and you can like a subnet, so subnet A, B, C, whichever you would like to create, and under that subnet you can create your resource like EC2 or RDS, anything. So subnet is IP address. CIDR full form is classless interdomain routing. Okay, it's a notation, and you can create and attach multiple subnet inside VPC. And if you create more than one subnet in a VPC, then CIDR block of subnet cannot be overlap. So this cannot be overlap if you create a VPC CIDR block. It cannot be overlap if you create a multiple subnets inside a VPC. And the minimum net mask, as I told earlier, so minimum you can use /28 and maximum /16. So here that first 4 IP, it is reserved by AWS. So we cannot use first 4 IPs and last one IPs. Okay, because so whenever you are creating your network or your VPC or your subnet, so make sure that it should include first 4 IPs and last one CIDR block, because then as per their understanding, so because you will have to reserve that 4 IPs first when you are creating your resource. Okay, and sorry, and so here, so here I'm covering virtual private cloud. Under the virtual private cloud, what is a default VPC? Okay, so default VPC, it's available in every region. So if you wanted to immediately create your network, or if you want to create any service, so you can directly go and take your default VPC, and you can create your resource. So it's helpful to to quickly launch your instances. Okay, and services you can use in default VPCs like EC2, Elastic Load Balancing, Load Balancer you can use, RDS, EMR you can use. And it comes with public subnet in which availability zone. So here is also availability to you can use your public subnet if you wanted to access internet using that subnet. And under the default VPC, you can use default subnet as well, or you can create your own subnet. So it depends on you, and you can add a subnets in your default VPC, like I told. Okay, thank you. So next uh, video, I will cover how to create your services like EC2 using default VPC, and that I will cover. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching this video.